Hello, my name is Dr. Courtney Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about describing place value. In the state of Texas, that is represented by the standard 3.2b, which states that you need to describe the mathematical relationships found in the base 10 value system through the hundred thousands place. There are a few key words that I would like for you to recognize within this standard to help us recognize it and understand a little bit better. I have underlined those words that you need to be paying attention to. The first one's describe, because you're going to be describing the relationships, understanding what's happening between the tens and thousands and hundreds, what's happening between these numbers, what are these numbers doing. We're also talking about the relationship, which is the same thing between the base 10 value system and the numbers and multiplying, and how the numbers are getting bigger and getting smaller. And lastly, with the base 10 place value system, is something that we've already discussed: ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, all the way up into the 100,000. We're not going to the millions yet. This is a multiplication relationship chart that is located throughout our book. This is something that can help give you some baseline knowledge that can help you understand and be successful in this standard. Now, when you're looking at these numbers, you're seeing how the numbers are growing as you add zeros. Because 4 times 1 is 4, but when I add 4 times 1 is 10, it's just 1 0 is going to change it to 40. 4 times 100, I'm adding 2 zeros. 4 times 1,000, 3 zeros. 4 times 10,000, 4. And as you know, 4 times 100,000, it's 5, and you're just adding zeros throughout the relationship. So it's about being able to recognize the relationship. Now, what you're seeing now is an example of what I'm trying to prepare you for when you start seeing problems like this within the standard. So 10 times blank is 530. Now, when you recognize, you're just trying to see the relationship. You're trying to recognize the relationship. 100 times blank is 5,300. Well, the key numbers, the first numbers that you need to pay attention to are 5 and 3. And when you are just adding zeros on to 5 and 3 with both of these numbers. Now, I want to be able to show you some problems that can help you understand the relationship between what I just taught you. And on this problem right here, you're seeing the relationship. You're seeing you need to be adding zeros and looking at the answers to see how many zeros should I add to my key number. Now, moving on, you're still having to recognize more relationships. How many tens are in the number 753? Now, when you're looking at these 100 flats, how many tens are in one of these 100 flats? I would need 10 of these 10 unit cubes to attach to each part. So 10 of these would equal one 100 flat. If I could get 10 of these for one 100 flat, how many would I need for two 100 flats? It would be 20. So let's try, how many would I need for three 100 flats? 30. How many tens would I need for 100 flats? It would be 40, and so on. So it's about trying to recognize the relationships between the base 10 value system. Now, this is a 1,000 cube. How many hundreds does it take to make 1,000 cube? I'm giving you the answer. It takes 10. And when you have 10 of these stacked together, it will equal 1,000 cube. And I'm going to show you a problem that can help you understand the relationship between hundreds and thousands. So when you're in this problem that you're looking at, you're having to describe, you're having to read, and you're trying to recognize a relationship, which is basically how many zeros am I going to be adding on. And on this last problem, you're seeing you're going to have to read and you're going to have to describe and recognize the relationship between the numbers. If you have any questions, go back and watch this video again, and it will help give you enough repetition to master this standard. Thank you.